and I made like $12,000
Really?
within like a month just being a middleman.
And that was your first month in the game?
I done seen him with a saw break a brick down. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you go to jail for?
I went to jail for a robbery. Man, I was an avid gambler. It was a stretch of 5 or 6 years, like I couldn't lose. I'm shooting dice, playing poker on the street. Whatever I did for like a 5 stretch period, I was winning. That pull out his gun and say, count the cards. If them bitches ain't at 52, I'ma shoot you in your shit. Todd counting the cards slow, but he looking at my mama like, this finna shoot me.
So who ran those games? Was it usually somebody that was like on the street?
Absolutely.
What was the biggest amount of money you saw in a single game?
About 100.
100 grand?
No exaggeration.
The FBI swarming a Miami house and taking a man into custody in the area of Southwest.
So say goodnight to the bad guy.
The agency says the 28-year-old was picked up after the grand jury indicted him and 5 others.
Freddie, welcome to Honor Among Thieves, brother.
How you doing?
I'm good. I've been looking forward to this. Andy, we just went on a rant about Andy for like an hour before we started recording, so he's a great guy. He's definitely,
right.
He's many things, but he's not boring.
Exactly. That's my boy.
Shout out to Andy Polo. That's my boy. So, how'd you meet Andy? Let's start there, I guess.
Well, Andy is a government employee.
At the post office?
Yeah, at the post office. I came through there through my brother. Well, a friend of mine that's like my brother. And he asked me a question about some music. And it went from there. I showed him my music, he fell in love with it. And from then on, like every day, we exchanging ideas and that motherfucker.
He's a trip. I still haven't dropped this episode, but I'm gonna be dropping it soon. I'm sure it's gonna do well.
Oh, it's gonna do what it do. I know it is. There's no doubt in my mind.
That's funny. So, Freddie, are you originally from Florida?
Yeah, I'm from Clewiston, Florida.
Clewiston, okay.
In a little town in Clewiston called Harlem. Born and raised.
There's a Harlem, Florida. That I was today years old when I found out there was
you
a
for
Harlem.
real?
Yeah, I never knew.
Yeah, it's Harlem, Florida.
Okay.
A lot of people, when I say Harlem, that's why I got to resort to Clewiston because they think New York instantly. But yeah, it's a Harlem, Florida.
Okay. So what was it like growing up in Harlem as a kid?
Well, my family on my mom's side is really like white collar. So I didn't get introduced to the hood side of it until I seen my mama doing like, certain odds and ends. And then I realized my granddaddy whole side is just gangsters and hustlers.
Okay. Did you grew up in a single parent household?
Yeah.
Okay. Any siblings?
I got one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a brother named LA. He 2 years younger than me. It was just us two forever.
So is Harlem more country?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Harlem is one of the places you go to, they a couple years behind everybody. So, for example, like the hookahs was popping in the city for years. And when Harlem found out what a hookah was, it was like a epidemic. Like, oh my God, like crack cocaine in the 80s. But every other city was like, we've been doing hookahs, you know what I'm saying? But we just a little late, you know what I'm saying? But Harlem is one of them places like, if I know you, I know your whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Small town. Yeah.
Yeah, small town.
What was it like growing up as a kid? Like what caught your attention? Like what did you like doing as a kid? What that kind of stuff?
As a kid, I was more active than anything. Like those were one of the times you can be outside and you didn't have to worry about somebody snatch you in a van. And, like it was one of them times where you can walk anywhere in Harlem and somebody knew your mom or your dad, you know what I'm saying? And, back in them times, you get out of line and your auntie or somebody caught you out of there, they chastised you right there. So to me, Harlem was real wholesome then, you know what I'm saying? I had more fun as a kid than anything.
So was it a small town where like there was really no danger? That kind of stuff?
Yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
Unless you was, part of the wolves. I mean, I call the wolves the ones that, they taking, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Or they doing what they doing. But kind of strange, like nobody from Harlem took from people from Harlem. It was always out of towners or, you know what I'm saying, people who migrated there and had a store or something like that. But other than that, it was real peaceful.
So tell me about your grandfather. You said your grandfather's side of the family was kind of on the street and, you know, gangsters, hustlers, that kind of stuff. Tell me about him.
He was all of the above. My grandfather, I done heard stories about him robbing stores, armed trucks, dice games, poker games, like you name it. You know what I'm saying? I done heard my grandfather and shot plenty of niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? My grandfather was one of them ones for real.
I'm assuming he didn't do this in Harlem because it sounds like a small town. He did this like in the city or?
In the city and in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, when I came up, it wasn't danger. But when he was doing his thing, I wasn't of age. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather died, I want to say, when I was 1. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't find out about him till later I kind of grew up in life, yeah.
So going to school, kind of middle school, high school, that kind of stuff, what was life like? Like, you didn't really have any interaction with breaking the law or anything like that as a kid?
I was a motherfucker there.
What was your first kind of moment where you got into some trouble?
Middle school.
Okay.
Like, this during the time I'd found out my uncle Skibo and my granddaddy Boo, like, they was gangsters. So in my mind, I want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I had that epiphany moment. I used to come home and tell my mama, like, this dude picking with me or whatever. And she was like, your granddaddy would have did this or your uncle would have did that. So it's like something switched in my head. Like, man, they got me fucked up. I ain't finna keep getting picked on. And then I went to school one day, swung on a motherfucker who was picking on me, got suspended. I liked it. And after that, shit, you can't even say spaghetti to me. Like, we can fight. Like, that's how I was.
Middle school.
6th grade.
All right. Well, at least nobody's picking on you anymore.
Hell nah.
Were you always a big kid?
Nah.
Okay.
It's like I went through phases. Like, coming all the way to like 4th grade, I started getting a little big. When I got into sports, like around 7th grade, I slimmed down. And when I graduated, that's when I picked up weight again.
Okay. So getting into high school, did you kind of carry that same attitude, like with that big chip on your shoulder?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then high school, it got that's when I got into like my crime years, because I fought so much. My mom had moved us to Tallahassee, and I was on a football team up there at Gobby High School, and a guy jumped me by the girl one day coming home from school, and I brought it to the school the next morning. We fought. I got expelled. So my mom sent me back to Clewiston. And when I got down there, it was like, I don't know, it was a welcome home moment, but it was more of okay, for some reason, everybody felt like, oh, he a traitor, like he moved, so he not from here. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to where I was going, it was a lot of animosity and beef. Me and my homeboy started this little clique, and it was just us versus whoever. And that's when I was, you know what I'm saying, selling crack, shooting dice, whatever to get by, because I really was down there by myself. My grandma, she hadn't moved, you know what I'm saying, and left me in the house, left the house to me or whatever. So imagine I'm 16, I'm staying by myself.
Acting a fool.
So I'm acting a goddamn fool, you know what I'm saying? So that's really where it like kicked off at.
So tell me about forming this clique and how things go from just being rebellious and fighting to actually getting in kind of like the street and the drug game and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you know how they say enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yeah.
So it started like that. Like, my little brother get jumped one day, and this is during the summertime. This is before I actually start the next school year. He get jumped. He come get me. My mom had like a name in the street during this time. So somebody had to call my mom like, your boy's fighting or whatever. She come scoop us up. We go back. It start this big ass fight. And it's like the next day, a guy named Chalk, who stayed like 2 houses in front of me, he came and was like, man, them niggas that jumped y'all won't like them niggas either. Woo. So I'm like, who is we? He was like, my brother Turk. He introduced me to Turk. bam, me and Turk get together. And I already knew of them. We just weren't friends. You know what I'm saying? So when me and Turk get together, they like, oh, you know, we call ourselves the Hot Boys, you know, after Juvenile, Lil Wayne or whatever.
It's not the same Turk, right?
No, it's not the same one. So
I was about to say.
Turk calls himself Turk from the Hot Boys, you know, because he models after Turk. Right. Then you had Fresh and Stunner, you know, all of them. So, you know, we all get together or whatever. And it was just really on some protection shit. Like, if they fuck with y'all, they fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned to like, okay, we real deal, just full-fledged in it. Now, we know how to separate, okay, we got friends that'll fight, but friends that's not gonna shoot, or friends that's not gonna rob, or friends that don't smoke and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we just started, you call it trauma bonding, really. You know, motherfuckers was tired of getting jumped on and shit like that. So that's how it went.
So I would assume a group of you guys kind of let whoever didn't want to cross that line, you guys can stay on the other side of the line.
Oh, for sure.
But then those of you that were willing to cross the line were like, all right, you down? I'm down too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. We had a time, we went to Tallahassee. During this, I'm the oldest out of the clique. So I hadn't graduated, I was in college. Turk hadn't ran away from home. So Turk mom hadn't called his uncle and told his uncle, like, he rebelling, he in Tallahassee, come get him. Funny story is, my mama set it up. You know, she calling me, she keeping tabs on me because she know wherever I'm at, Turk at. So his uncle stepped down on him one day. We had a McDonald's. His uncle stepped down like, you finna take your motherfucking ass home, get in the car. So Turk like crying like he don't want to go or whatever. And we like filed the car and tell him like, man, we whispering to him like, just jump in the car, we're gonna pull off on him. Just jump in the car, we're gonna pull off. So he's still trying to reason with his uncle, because he really don't want to rebel against his uncle. So he trying to reason with him or whatever. And his uncle like, still like, fuck that, you going home, get in the car. So we jump in the car and peel off on his ass. Now, mind you, when we peel off on him, we got no plan. None of us got no money, no nothing. We had enough gas to make it to Orlando. We robbed and stole in Orlando from the moment we got there to like 4 o'clock in the morning, just to make it to Clewiston.
Would you rob like convenience stores and that kind of stuff?
No, like people in cars, people walking in alleys, you know what I'm saying? We breaking in cars, stealing change, whatever you got, we want it. And I'll never forget, we leave there, we come through, because there's a route that you get on the turnpike leaving Orlando to go to Clewiston. So when you leave the turnpike, you get on what they call 441 Yeehaw Junction, and you're gonna go through a small town called Okeechobee. We stopped in Okeechobee at their Walmart. We swiping gift cards and credit cards that's not even ours, buying t-shirts, boxes, video games, all kind of shit. Get back in the car. We get to the gas station. We fill up and get back to Clewiston. Now we in Clewiston auctioning off and selling shit that we done stole.
And we made it home. Okay, so stealing and robbing, that kind of stuff, that was a means for survival.
Right.
Did you guys come together as a core unit and decide to hustle together? Like, what was there kind of like a main hustle, or you guys just did kind of whatever to survive?
Again, those were the early stages, like 17, 18, 19. I realized, you know what I'm saying, that robbing, I didn't want to rob. You know what I'm saying? I looked, when I got more mature, I realized, like, man, you taking from motherfuckers who work hard for their shit. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like if I was to rob a person, it'll be somebody in the street like me. So you'll have to be dealing drugs or a robber yourself for me to feel like, okay,
this is
fair
justified,
game.
right?
You know what I'm saying? My brother and Turk, on the other hand, they just felt like, shit, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? They felt like if it's broke, you know what I'm saying? Why, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I fell in love with selling drugs during that time. So I went on to that, you know what I'm saying? But
so tell me about your exposure into the drug game.
Oh man, I just made a middleman play one time, and I just was like, damn, this is the type of money they getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my people from Tallahassee needed something, and one of my people in Clewiston had it. So my people in Clewiston, like, you can tell them this price, but you can really get that for that price.
Right.
And he was like, just give him this number, but bring me that. And I made like $12,000
Really?
within like a month, just being a middleman.
And that was your first month in the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I wasn't in the game. I just was middlemaning. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. That was like your first play in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like within a month, I made like $12,000. So I was like, shit.
And this is powder?
Yeah, this powder.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to do.
Bro, there's so much money to be made in the sticks, like in the rural areas.
Oh my goodness.
People think drugs in Florida, and you're thinking Miami, of course, right? Because of the history.
Right.
But in the country, there's a lot of money. I've heard so many stories, man.
I promise
big money to be made.
I promise. You got to think, what is there to do in small country towns? They don't have the clubs the city have. They don't have the recreation.
Right.
They don't have the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do but party and get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not a partier or a motherfucker that's getting fucked up all the time, you on the other end, you the hustler. You the one receiving, you know?
So this tell me kind of how you met this guy, this plug, and how that middleman play came about. This sounds real interesting.
The nigga knew my mama. I ain't gonna say his name. But
No, you don't have to say names. It's cool.
He knew my mama, you know what I'm saying? And again, you know, my mama was in the street. And I approached him on that kind of, hey, you know what I'm saying? One of my people in Tallahassee I think he need like 4 zips.
Okay.
I'm like, he need 4 zips or whatever. So during this time, prices was super hot. It was like $12.5.
This is around what time?
This was in 2008.
Ooh, recession. Yeah, things were stupid expensive.
Prices were super high.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, they going for $12.5, but since you sassy, son, you know what I'm saying, I give them to you for $9.50. So I'm like, what? So you do the math. I made $1,200 just off of, you know what I'm saying? So I hit my people back like, you know what I'm saying, they $12.5 or whatever. And I meet them in Orlando, give it to them, and you know, we go our separate ways. But the guy ended up telling me like, why is it that you keep coming back to me for me? If I'm telling you I'm giving it to you for $9.50, why you won't just buy your own shit and sell it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why are you still coming to me and asking me for X, Y, and Z when you won't even have to go through me? You could just get what you need and then make your own money. So I was like, all right, cool. And he taught me how to mix it up. He taught me how to re-rock it, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I just took off with it.
That's strange because normally someone in the game, especially if they have you as a steady customer, they wouldn't have told you that. They would have been like, all right, hey, this guy's buying from me every week.
But it's a respect thing also because he's looking at, okay, he's young. I know his family, you know what I'm saying? He's not hurting, you know what I'm saying? And he's looking at, I'm kind of dependent on, let me make this play between y'all two.
Right.
And he sees the vision like, well, with the drive you have, you willing to come get this from me, go traffic it, come back and get this from me, go traffic it. Why not get you a pack?
And do it yourself.
Do your thing. You can get it here and you can get it from there. You know what I'm saying? He looking at, I was one-dimensional with it. I didn't see the vision there. I just was thinking, okay, here go another 300 I'm going to make, or here go a 9 I'm going to make. You know what I'm saying? So he seen it.
So he was giving them to you for $9.50 and you were unloading them in Tallahassee for $12.50?
$12.50.
That's a good profit. And it was every week?
Almost every week. So if it wasn't every week, let's just say if he grabbed 4, if he didn't get one for a week, he'll double it up and be like, give me 8 or give me 10. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, that first month was so, oh my God.
So you and on average it's 4 ounces, but you would double it up, so 8 or 12 sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you only did 4 ounces a week, that's still a pound a month.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And you re-rock it like you're cooking it up yourself and all that, or?
No, I know how to re-rock it as in, I don't even need to like put it in no water, no shit like that. Like.
Oh, you just cut the powder?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, and if you're cutting it, you're double, triple, kind of. Okay.
But I'm not trying to kill him. Like, if I come get some raw from him, I probably put a 7 on it, a zip.
Okay.
And take a 7 out because I'm knowing every 4 zips I can make my own ounce.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I go to doing it like that, so if I'm coming to get 4 from them, it's in my eyes, it's 5.
Right.
Now I do the math. I done spent $3,600 for this 4, and I'm finna turn around and go make 6250. You know what I'm saying? Off of 5. You know what I'm saying? So
you're gonna double your money, basically.
Yeah.
So once at this point, that first month passes by, you make $12,000 in a month middlemaning that play.
Mm-hmm.
Your plug is like, listen, do this on your own. You know, you got the clientele, do this. At that point, you had unloaded how much? About a pound, maybe? A little more?
I couldn't even tell you. It was just like clockwork to me. So it's not, I wasn't counting the times.
You wouldn't keep it up, yeah.
At all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through it. You know, so I'm in hustle mode. I'm trying.
You're moving though.
Yeah, for real.
You move pretty fast. That's a fast progression.
Hell
you
yeah.
know? You know what it is though? In 2008, there was a hella drought. So even though things were expensive, whoever had it, and everybody bought it.
Right.
It's supply and demand at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Whoever's got it, they're going to pay whatever price.
Exactly.
You know? So the end of the month comes around. You made your money. You're on good terms with this plug. He tells you to go on your own. What's your strategy from there? What happens?
I'm still on. I just want 4 at a time because I'm still sticking at.
And then but you find a new plug? Like
Nah, I stayed with him. And my mind, like, again, whatever broke, we not gonna break it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever's not broke, we're not gonna fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, I'm getting it like this. Nowhere else I'm finna get it like this at all. You know what I'm saying? They still starting at 12.5 everywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
And from a purity standpoint, he had quality.
It's doing whatever it need to do. You know what I'm saying? You know it's doing what it need to do. If I'm taking 7s out, putting bullshit back in, and I got no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he had to have some real good shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him with a saw break a brick down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm knowing, like, I don't know where the fuck he got it from.
Straight off the boat, yeah.
He got it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stick with him. I stuck with him all the way up until, like, I wouldn't say he fucked over me, but he came to me and was like, I can't keep giving it to you for that price. You know what I'm saying? Shit happening and whoop, everybody else's price is going up to this, so I need to at least go up to that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then, like, it seemed like every week it was something. He'll bounce back and be like, a load got caught, this, that, and the third, so I'm gonna let you know. But he always kept it real with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know I'm finna put a little cut on this one, so don't cut this one because it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be like that.
So how long did it take between that first month and then when he started kind of giving the...
We was dealing for like a year.
So you had, all right, so let's get into that then. So do you still kind of, you're pushing the same amount of weight or little by little do you start?
No, I'm getting more and more now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now I'm getting it to where now I'm the one who actually fronting it as if I'm the supplier. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now I could come and I can drop off 8 ounces. You know what I'm saying? And I can say, because if I drop you 8 ounces, you may know someone in West Palm. You may know someone in Fort Lauderdale. So
especially, again, in a drought, a quarter brick is a quarter brick in a drought, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know what I'm saying? You spreading it out. And I don't give a fuck how you spread it out, as long as you bring my money back. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I went to moving with it.
So at that point, when you start pushing a little more weight, are you doing all consignment with your people in Tallahassee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But it always comes back.
It always comes back.
Again, it's a drought, so I think they want to make good on it.
Exactly. Because if you fuck over me, like, where you going to get it from? You know what I'm saying? And the numbers is staying the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the quality may diminish a little, but the numbers are staying the numbers. Right. So you can't, your margin of a profit is still there.
It's still there. Okay. So tell me, within that year, like, how do you progress as far as weight and that kind of stuff?
It started with my people from Tallahassee had some guy from Monticello, a place called Monticello. He had a guy needed something from Monticello. And he was like, the dude a little slimy, but his money good. So I'm like, what you mean by a little slimy? So they was like, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then he'll like come buy something from a motherfucker and then he'll double back after a couple times and rob the people he get it from. So in my mind, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking a risk going up here and, you know what I'm saying, serving them or whatever. But I also don't want to give a motherfucker 9 ounces and tell them go sell it to him and bring it back because, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's just too many hands in exchange and too much shit could happen. So I gave him like a dummy 9. Like I gave him like 3 real ones and 6 fake ones because in my mind, he finna rob me. So in my mind, I'm doing it to get robbed, you know what I'm saying?
But in the event that I get robbed, I don't get robbed for real drugs.
Right. So when I do it and he actually give me the money and we part ways, you got to think, I just
tried this guy.
Yeah, for 3 zips, I just made the money for 9. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, fuck it. I changed my number and went and bought 9. Shit. And from then on, it was like, I just was 9. I ended up going to jail. I ended up being sold some bullshit right before I went to jail. So that kind of put me in debt. I got out of jail.
What'd you go to jail for?
I went to jail for a robbery.
Tell me about that.
So me and 2 of my friends or whatever, we stand in Tallahassee. So during the time, like me and my baby mama stand up there, we got a 1 bedroom. We got 1 kid at the time. My friends, being that we were into what we into, we had a separate house, like a 4 bedroom that we called the Trap. So that's where we rob and sell drugs at the Trap. So one day they tell me like rent coming up at the crib, you know what I'm saying, we're a little short or whatever. I was the only one with a car at the time. So they was like, come pick us up, we're gonna go, you know what I'm saying, hit a few licks and then, you know what I'm saying, drop us off, whatever. Now, I was on probation at the time for carrying a concealed weapon. So they was like, if we get caught or whatever, just put it on us, because they was on a 17, 18 at the time. So they was like, if we get caught, just put it on us or whatever, we'll take the rap for it or whatever, because we know you're on probation. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I come pick them up, we busted a few plays or whatever, and my mind tell me I'm pulling into this complex called Seminole Grand. And it's where a lot of like Florida State students stay. It's not too far from the campus of Florida State. We pull in there and they got a security at the gate. So we give them a fake ass apartment number and a fake name. Boom, he just let us through. Some older guy, he just let us through. I get through, my mind tell me like, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, we hadn't hit like 10 licks before this. And what's crazy, to back up just a little bit, right before I pull into Seminole Grand, the house we break into, it's a young lady and she sleep with her baby. It's an eviction notice on the door. I'll never forget it. To this day, like, that shit give me chills. It was an eviction notice on the door. We didn't think nobody was in there. So we get in there, we taking shit up out of there. And I go in the room and I see like a silhouette and like a baby bassinet beside the bed. So it was a girl in there, she sleep. The baby was sleeping in the bed with her. And I'm like, man, let's go. They're like, what? I'm like, man, it's a girl in the room. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, like, her luck already fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? She got eviction on her. That's when I felt, I knew like I had a heart for, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to fuck nobody over that don't need to be fucked over. You know what I'm saying? So I come get her, I come get them, we leave out of there. And they was like, let's go to Seminole Grand. Now my mind already told me from the last incident that, you know what I'm saying, it was time to go on and cut it. So when I'm in Seminole Grand, that feeling is still hitting me like, go home. You know what I'm saying? That's enough. I go against my better judgment. I get in there. Boom, I tell them like, I'm cool. I just wait outside. Y'all gonna do y'all thing. They go in there, they do their thing. And there's a car. It was cold as fuck during this time. I'll never forget it. This was March 10th, 2010. I'll never forget this. There's a car parked behind me. Only way I know someone is in the car is because the smoke coming from the muffler. You know, when it's cold, that exhaust blowing, you can see it. So I'm like, damn, who in the car? Who just sitting in the car? So I get out, I walk in the house. I'm like, hey, y'all need to hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in a car outside. I don't want them to see y'all moving all the shit out the house. So they like, all right, cool, hold on. I go get back in the car. They come out, they put all the TVs in my back seat. And I remember saying, all right, let's go. And they was like, nah, hold on, this motherfucker got a shoe collection. They walk back in that motherfucker. So I'm like, man, fuck them shoes. You know, because I'm like, we don't do petty shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll take some motherfucking TVs, some guitars, some jewelry.
Some Jordans, come
yeah,
on.
but some fucking shoes. I remember like, man, fuck them shoes. They like, man, hell no. I see the dome light come on in the car that's behind me. So now my mind keeps saying, yo, they see them coming up out of here with this shit.
Right.
Like, leave. They come out again with some shoes. I say, hey, let's go. Man, hold on. It's only a little bit more. They go back in. Come back out. I'm thinking that's the 3 rounds these motherfuckers that went in and out of here for some fucking shoes. That cost us our freedom. We come out of that motherfucker. And as I'm coming out, 2 patrol cars coming in. The older guy points to the cars like,
that's them.
That's them. Little did I know, the car that was parked behind me was another security car. There was campus security. So they're looking at, it's not time for a student to be moving out. Why the fuck is, you know, these individuals coming in and out this motherfucking building with shit?
Right.
I punch it. I'm on Jackson Bluff. I'm hauling ass in. If you ever been to Tallahassee, Jackson Bluff is just a 2-lane street. One going one way, one going the opposite way. I punch it. And while I'm coming up this street, the police don't come on their sirens or nothing because this motherfucker literally have to hit a U-turn to come get me because he has to come through the security gate, then come on the other side and then come get me. So I got a little distance on him. And I'm guessing he's not trying to alert me to, hey, we in pursuit. I come down Jackson Bluff. I've been a left on a street that's leading to Ocala. And as I'm bending the left, it's another patrol car right there.
Nah.
And I'm too busy like, okay, how the fuck I'm finna outmaneuver them? Mind you, my apartment is on fucking Ocala. So I'm thinking I done got away. We finna just jump out this motherfucker, go in my house. But the police right here, so I can't take them to my motherfucking house. So I go a street over, hit a U-turn, come back around. And as I'm coming back around, now the lights are on and there's 4 patrol cars behind me. I try to maneuver one of them, end up crashing into a ditch, and we all go to jail.
Damn. And that was pretty much it, right?
That was it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we stuck to the plan. They took the rap for it or whatever. I told them, yeah, they did. I just was giving them a ride. I ain't know, whatever. I thought it was moving, you know what I'm saying? And that was it for that one. But that right there was
wild.
Yeah, when I got out, I'm like, God damn, like, I don't want to sell dope no more. I don't want to rob no more. Like, what I'm going to do? So I went to gambling and finessing, like scheming out middleman some shit and do my little 1-2.
So tell me more about that. You get out. I'm surprised you don't want to go back to the dope game because you didn't get caught for that and you were making good money.
Right.
So how come you didn't want to go back to the dope game?
Because in my mind, when I was locked up, this is my karma for fucking up. You know what I'm saying? When I ran off with the money for the 9 ounces. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, can't go back to that because again, you got to bump into somebody at some point, especially when you in a certain game. It's like if we hoopers, we play basketball.
We're going to run into each other.
At some point in time, we're going to be at a tournament together or at rec league
and
together.
Playing against each other.
So that's how it is with any game, with the dope game. With the dope game, eventually you're going to bump into somebody who you done sold dope to before. And it's, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? Or they're going to be affiliated with somebody be like, hey, you know that nigga that he right here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't going back to that shit. Like, that was my karma. I done went to jail for that shit or whatever. And I quit it.
So talk to me about this gambling. What How did that come about?
Oh man, I was an avid fucking gambler. I don't know if God just made me the luckiest motherfucker in the world or what. Like anything I did, it was a stretch of 5 or 6 years. Like I couldn't lose.
Wow.
Like I'm shooting dice. I'm at the casino. I'm motherfucking playing poker on the street, spades. You fucking name it. Whatever I motherfucking did for like a 5 stretch period, I was winning. I couldn't explain it. Like, and that's what made me addicted to gambling. Cause I'm like, damn, it's like I can't miss. You know what I'm saying? And but one thing about that gambling shit, like when you start fucking missing, you gonna motherfucking miss. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you thinking, oh, I'm finna take these 5 and turn them to $3 grand. Now you taking these 5 and you losing goddamn $3 grand because you need 5 more and 5 more and 5 more and 5 more. Cause you're chasing thinking you still got that power and that luck to keep it going. So that gambling shit, like, now I just do a little hard rock parlay or something. That's cool for me. I win a couple $100 here and now I'm good.
Tell me about the biggest pot or the biggest check you got off a gamble.
$52.93.
Okay.
Is the biggest cash I've ever had gambling. I was at the casino playing 7.5. They had to bring me some goddamn tax forms and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna get in trouble, like, cause they literally stopped the table, paused the table, like, hold on, wait, boom. They bring out the floor man call upstairs, all kind of shit. And I'm sitting there like, damn, I'm in trouble for something, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, ironically, this shit's so crazy because I owed for child support at this time. So I'm thinking they finna take the fucking money from me. So I'm like, damn, they finna take the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? They like, sign here. And I signed it and they had me the cash.
52,000?
No, 5,200.
5,200, okay. That's strange. Typically over 10 grand, they don't make you sign anything.
Shit. That's what I used to think. 52.93. Okay. They made me sign for that shit.
What's 7.5?
7.5 is a game that's like blackjack. You know how blackjack is 21?
Yeah.
7.5 is similar, but you bust with anything over a half. Anything over 7.5. Got it. So all face cards are halves.
Like Baccarat? Sort of? No.
Sort of, kind of. But all face cards are halves. Okay. All 8s and 9s are took out the deck. So it's the closest to 7.5. So if you got a 5, I got 5.5, I win. You know what I'm saying? Which is 5 and a face card. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So
if you go over 7.5, you bust?
You bust. You automatically lose.
All right.
But 7.5, unlike 21, with 21 you're playing against the dealer.
Yeah.
7.5.
You play against players.
Yeah, you're playing against.
Man, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, for real.
It's like blackjack, player versus player.
Right.
Okay.
But it's a hood game. Like 6 or 7 people could play this shit at one time. You know what I'm saying? Man,
it's almost like the blackjack version of Texas Hold'em or something like that.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know they got that shit called Ultimate Texas.
Yeah, that where you play against, it's like players against a dealer.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of players against players.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that.
Okay. All right. So tell me about. So that's the biggest pot. What's the craziest situation you were in like in gambling? Like what's the like, you know, people got loud and violent, or somebody owed you money and they didn't want to pay up, something like that.
The crazy situation I ever been in, it wasn't even my fault, and I wasn't even. Like, I was in shock, to be honest. I'd be lying if I said I won. It's one late night, you know what I'm saying? It's my mom, this older cat, and my cousin Todd. And they playing 7.5. This motherfucker Todd is a natural born cheater. Like, but how they playing is, like, my mama family oriented. So, in her mind, like, I'm not at your money, I'm at this nigga money. You know what I'm saying? So my mama and Todd are like unspokenly double teaming him in the game. You know what I'm saying? But the pots are massive. You know what I'm saying? They playing for like 100 and all this other shit each hand. No, they was playing poker. I'm sorry, they playing poker. So deuces and trades are wild. Todd is throwing deuces on the floor up under him. and acting like when he get his hand, he dropping his card to bend down and grab one of the wires he threw on the ground. So the nigga done bent down there to grab the cards like
7 times.
Like 7 times in a row type shit. So now, you know, quite frankly, somebody like, God damn, you got butterfingers like that? Like every fucking hand you dropping the card. So in the middle of the hand, the old nigga say, I fold. Let me see the deck. He fold, grab the deck, and go to counting the cards. It's 52 cards in the deck. This nigga get the 46. He say it's missing 6 cards, right? Todd do like this. He patting his pocket in his pocket. I ain't got the cards. So mama, she already know what's going on, but she on some shit like, I gotta play crazy too. So mama like, well, you know I ain't got no motherfucking cards. Like, you know, whatever. I got a goddamn dress on. Like, how the fuck I'm hiding cards? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So nigga like, man, let's get another deck. We probably play with a short deck, but if I find out y'all cheat me, it's gonna be some shit. So my mama give me this look like, it's finna get ugly. So I'm like, all right, you know, so now I'm trying to prepare myself for it. It's finna get ugly. They get another deck, Todd do the same shit. He's dropping the cards on the ground. That nigga pull out his gun and say, count the cards. If them bitches ain't at 52, I'm gonna shoot you in your shit. That's what he tell Todd. Todd counting the cards slow, but he looking at my mama like a sick puppy.
I'm
like,
about to die.
Like, this nigga finna shoot me. Before this nigga could get to 40, my mama whip her 40 out her purse and put it on the nigga and say, put the gun down. Put the gun down. I'm gonna give it back to you, but put it down. Back away from the table. Then my cousin, I love him to death. I can't let you shoot him. Todd, give him $100 back. He get a nigga $100. He say, man, that's fucked up, Sassy, man. He cheated me. He got my money. Woo. She say, but I can't let you kill him. That's my cousin. I can't let you kill him. She say, Freddy, get in the car. I go get in the car. She slowly get in the car. Todd get in the car. We pull off. That shit could have got so fucking ugly.
Could have turned into that scene in Goodfellas.
Because this nigga is losing his money.
Yeah.
So if he thinks, okay, I done lost over whatever it was, he thought he was playing in a straight game. Now 2 times in a fucking row, he done caught this deck short. Just the anger alone to make him shoot and not even make that decision, that righteous decision, like, oh, I'm gonna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Nobody like to get took from. And that's another reason why I stopped robbing, because I know if a motherfucker took from me, I'd be willing to go through different depths, you know what I'm saying, to get my get back. So that was like the ugliest shit I've been to involved in gambling. And again, I ain't even started the shit. I wasn't even in it. I just was there.
That's crazy. Your mom sounds like a real gangster.
Oh my God. True gangster. Taught me everything.
I got some stories about my mom. Let me tell you. She's special. So when you were gambling, how much of the gambling was done in casinos versus like back rooms? Like home games and
See,
kind of
I started back rooms though. Because you got to think you're not allowed to gamble in the casino till you're 21.
Yes, right. So you were gambling in like backroom poker games?
I was back rooms first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then when I turned 21 for my birthday, I want to say 21, I went to the casino. And that's how I got like hooked, because I'm like, damn, I can't fucking lose.
So what's it like playing in like a backroom card game in a small country town?
Kind of like the casino, but only a little more dangerous, because everybody gonna protect their money. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say if you call me up and say, hey, you know, we playing deuces and trades, 1,500 table limit. It's not necessarily saying you finna have to spend them 1,500, but you can't even walk through this motherfucking door
if you don't have 1,500 in your pocket.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So imagine, you know, it's motherfucking OGs during that time. All these motherfucking big dope boys, you know what I'm saying? You know, niggas naturally in competition, like who got the most money, or, you know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers in this bitch with 10, 15,000, because they prepared to, we gonna gamble however the fuck we want to gamble, you know, if it come to it. And they in that bitch with they goddamn pistols and shit because we ain't finna let nobody come in this bitch. And, you know, it's easy for you to say, hey, I'm over here and it's about 60,000 in here. Just run in here, slap me with the gun, I'm gonna play crazy and you take everybody's money. All the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So motherfuckers gonna take and gonna protect what they brought in there. Shit get real sticky.
Very interesting. I've never met anybody who played, especially in Central Florida, right? Like it's a little different. You know?
Trust me, it's very common. Very common.
Okay.
Like even now here, I'd have been to some back room from here all the way up to fucking what do they call that shit? Cairo.
Okay.
Georgia. It's like right on top of Tallahassee. Backroom gambling. But up there they play some shit called Guts. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Mm-mm. Guts
is kind of like I Declare War almost.
Interesting. Okay.
So imagine that, like you playing some shit that it's off of luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, it's off of luck. Like, I can't even explain. I wouldn't even play no shit like that. But I have seen people playing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
So who ran most of the games? So all those games you went to in that span, were they all kind of in that Harlem, Clewiston area, or did you go up and down the Florida?
A lot was in Harlem, Clewiston area.
Okay.
Some was in like Moorhaven, which is next door, about 10 minutes.
So who ran those games?
Depending on we call it the house. So depending on who house we were at, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's close knit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gamblers. So I may have a game and cut, you know what I'm saying? Because the cut is 10% every hand. So I may have a game and cut and your game is next. We at your house. And they'll take turns. You know what I'm saying? Or it got to a point where it's like only one nigga had real hospitality. This nigga got drinks, food. You can watch the fight or the games at his house. So a lot of people liked it to go to certain people games before they went to other people's games.
But it was like one local dude everybody knew. It wasn't like it wasn't like an organization or a group.
Nah.
Okay.
No, it's just one local person everybody knew.
Okay. Was it usually somebody that was like on the street or okay.
Absolutely.
Why? It's always, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because
they got the cash.
And not only that, they got the respect. You know what I'm saying? If some odd motherfucker is coming off the screen and, hey, I want to have a poker game, right? You're having a poker game, but what security do I have? Even though I'm coming with my own shit, but you still want that extra comfort and assurance to know I ain't got to worry about nobody running through this motherfucker doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it always a motherfucker who people gonna respect. You're not just gonna be running off in anybody's house who got respect. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. What was the biggest amount of money you saw in a single game? Not that you won, but that was involved in one single game that you were at.
About 100.
100 grand?
No exaggeration. About 100.
Tell me about that day, that night.
It was an argument at first. They started off by having a regular $1,500 table stake.
What were they playing? What game?
They were playing poker.
Okay.
And motherfucker was like, I got this much money and you ain't got no money. You spend your money on this and that. It was like a pissing war. So they was like, that's all right. The next game, motherfucker, you ain't got 5,000, you can't come through the door. So motherfucker was coming through the door with 20s and 30s and all this type of shit. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. Like, this shit is so crazy. And these old niggas, like, you got to think, they not clubbing. They not doing no extracurricular.
They just stacking money.
Dope,
and
stacking it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a pissing war to, I told you I got more money than you. I seen 100 easy in that motherfucker.
100 grand in hundreds or in small bills?
Small bills.
Oh, man. So it was like a pile of
massive. Motherfuckers coming with a belt around their motherfucking waist with an extra size shirt on. When they get through the door, pull the stacks from around their goddamn waist, put it on the tent. Like, God damn. Shit was crazy.
I remember one time somebody owed me money. And they finally paid me, right? But to kind of like poke fun at me or to piss me off, they brought me all the money in $5 bills. It was fresh too. It was wrapped in like the little wrap from the bank that said 500 on it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made them that small. I thought it was only like 10 grand or whatever. 500. The little white band, it said 500 and the bills were crisp. Like, you know how the bills get stuck together? Bro, a stack of 500 in fives was like this big.
Right.
And I'm here putting that shit in white envelopes and putting it in my pocket. I look like a dumbass. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro. So I could imagine $100,000, even if it's just in 20s. Bro, that's ridiculous.
That shit's, but you know what? No, I'm gonna tell you some shit that'll fuck you up. My favorite bill is a 5.
Why?
Because it's purple.
Just because of the color?
Just because it's purple. I swear, like, I change a 20 and be like, let me get 4 5s.
Big
like
purple
back
5.
when I was hustling.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just love them motherfuckers. Just to see that purple 5 on there, I was like, damn, that shit hard. Like, I was infatuated with them shits for a long time.
I like 50s.
I hate them.
I like 50s because of all the different colors on them and stuff. I like.
You know they say 50s bad luck.
They do say 50s bad luck. You got to rip the corner off when you're I know about that. Yeah I gambled a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say there was a lot of mid-level drug dealers that made some good money in the town.
For sure.
How much weight do you think is pushed, or at the time, I don't, not now, but at the time, how much weight was pushed through Clewiston? Because it sounds like it's a fair amount of people in the game.
Because I want to say during this time, 08, 09, feds came through and did a big ass sweep.
Oof.
And motherfuckers was...
How many people did they pick up?
They picked up like 4 or 5 people. But the amount of money that was reported to be confiscated within them 5 people was astronomical. Like, I want to say, I mean, you can fact check this afterwards, but I want to say one of the people that got picked up, he had like a 4-wheeler in the background, in the backyard, and he had like 50 grand in the 4-wheeler.
Inside the 4.
Yeah. And they found like cocaine in different vehicles and shit like that. Like, for it to be 50 grand in a 4-wheeler or 100 grand on the doghouse and shit like that, like, it was some good money flowing through that motherfucker.
That's that Frank Lucas rainy day fund under the doghouse?
Yeah, for real. For real.
And think about this for a second. $100,000 in 2008.
Come on now.
You could have bought a house, literally, because the property value had plummeted.
Right.
And in Clewiston, you probably could have bought 3 or 4 houses.
Easy. And you got to think, like, hood prices and real world prices are different. $1 million in the real world, you're technically rich. In the hood, 100 grand, you're rich. So these motherfuckers got 100 grand in a 4-wheeler, not even spending it. They got to be hood rich for shit show.
Did that Fed sweep, did that affect the card game or kind of like the underground economy of Clewiston?
Not the card game and gambling, but it did affect like the drug part of it. Because obviously those were the main sources. You know what I'm saying? So once they got clipped, it was like drug dealers went from demand to like petty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of what fucked up the game too, a lot of the crackheads were taking charges for the drug dealers, and with no crackheads and no powder heads, you got no customers. So instead of motherfuckers like, all right, I'm gonna take my lick and go to jail, motherfuckers were taking a lick for them going to jail. And now it's like, we don't even, at one point in time, it was only 2 crackheads when it was 10. So it's like, if it's 5 of us selling crack, how in the fuck we gonna make the money? You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers resorted to that other shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shit really, really hit hard when those boys got picked up. What
happened in the card games? Like after they got picked up, like what was the difference before and after?
It was real moderate. So them 1,500 and 5,000 motherfuckers was trying to say table stakes dropped all the way down to 100 and 500. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is pinching because they looking like, shit, I lose this. It's not like I can go sell an ounce and be all right. Like, so yeah.
That makes sense. And then the guys who actually had it like that weren't there anymore.
Right.
Do you remember did it become from like a kingpin type thing to like more like a street level, lower mid-level type thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And would you say also those guys had the plugs with the good shit and that kind of stopped when they...
That stopped.
Oof. Okay. That'll destroy it.
And then now you outsourcing because you got to think if us 3 in a room, right? And you go to jail, he go to jail, right? And somebody call and say, hey, let me get a quarter brick. Obviously, I'm going to say no, or I don't have it because I just seen y'all two go. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm trying to jump back out there that fast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to peep the scene, know what's going on, know how y'all case is going, know that y'all have an informant,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit of that too. It was like, okay, we have it, but we not finna get out here in full-fledged like we was because we just seen what happened to everybody else.
That's wild. It's wild. So when was it that the whole thing with the robbery and then you started gambling? What year was that?
That was 08.
So
all of this was
all that happened at the same time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
08 was a hell of a year.
08, 09, it was crazy. Crazy.
That's wild. How old were you?
35.
No. How old were you?
I was, it depends on the year. So it's I was around 18, 19. Yeah.
You were still a kid. You were,
man,
that's crazy.
For shit, so.
Okay. So you start gambling around that time. You get kind of like into that scene. All these guys get picked up in this Fed sweep. The card games aren't as big. Right. Which, by the way, you personally, before and after, were you kind of, did that affect how you played since there were less big players?
Hell nah. Shit. I still got one goal in my eye. I want money. So I don't give a fuck what's going on in y'all life. I'm still trying to get y'all money. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta still think your life is different from their life. You know what I'm saying? What you eat don't make them shit. Right. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do your thing.
So tell me about kind of what was your goal when you went to these backroom card games? Your goal did you have like a number in mind that you wanted to make every night?
Yeah.
And how often would you go?
At least 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, because it was like your job. That's how you made money.
Exactly.
So what was the number you had in mind every time you went? Like, what did you want to make?
I'm trying to make at least 300.
1,200 a week? That's not bad.
At 4,800 a month.
In 08? At 18 years old?
Right.
It's like 15 grand now a month.
Right.
Okay. All right.
That's almost 60 grand a year.
Yeah.
You got people.
Cash.
Yeah. And you got people making motherfucking bare minimum 24,000 a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my mindset was, I got to get it. Plus, I like to do nice shit. I like to go out to eat. I like to travel. You know what I'm saying? I think I was tricked back then. I like to spend money on bitches and shit like that. So yeah. Oh, my skilo.
Did you like gambling in the back rooms better than the casinos?
No.
You like casinos better?
Lighted it.
So how come you gambled in the backroom card games?
It was because it was available.
Because you were underage?
It was the convenience. You know what I'm saying? Even when I turned 21 and was able to gamble at the casino, it still was the convenience for me. You know what I'm saying? Till my mama tell me one day, like her logic, sometimes she said some shit, rest in peace to her, she'll say some shit that like blow my mind. Cause her logic was, I'd rather you be in a casino losing your money while a motherfucker can't go and say, oh, I won this from Freddy, I won that from Freddy. The casino, you take your losses. You never seen a casino say, hey, a billionaire just came in here, we won $1 million.
Yeah.
But on the street, oh, I just caught Freddy Dee for 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And she like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? Like, take your ass to a casino. Lose like that if you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because at least it don't get back to me. I don't know you did it like that.
Right. Okay. So you said you had about a 5-year streak?
Hell yeah. Okay.
Where you were winning?
Hell yeah.
What would you say your career earnings are?
Gambling?
Yeah.
Shit. It's up there. I promise you, I probably blow 6 figures gambling. Easy.
Wow.
Easy.
That's wild.
Easy.
What are your career losses? Like well over 6 figures?
Nah, still 6 figures.
Okay. All right. And at your height, if you had to kind of take a guess, how much did you make, like, as a whole?
At my height?
Yeah.
Within like the 5-year term? About the same. I say about 100. This ain't no bullshit. Probably 160 within a 5-year span.
At the end of the 5 years, you start losing. So tell me a little bit about how long you go before you're like, all right, I'm done. How long do you have that like hard losing streak for?
I had a losing streak. Hell, that shit still. If I'm being realistic, if any gambler is being realistic, there's no winning margin no
Ever.
more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think. Well, a lot of these gurus get over is the reality is they're posting the winnings instead of the losses. And
not the losses, yeah.
Yeah, me, I get on there and, okay, I went 7 for 11 today. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't catch them today, but I get their ass next time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers post when they go green on Hard Rock.
But now when they go red.
So imagine this. If I put in, because at one time I was putting in like 10 parlays a day. If I put in 10 parlays, that's anywhere from $25 to $100 a parlay. So let's just say on the low end.
$250?
Yeah, let's just say on the low end, $250, right? Only one of my tickets hit for $380. It's only made $130. To you, if I only post that green, damn, he took 25 and made $380. He eating.
But that's not.
But I didn't show you the other 225 that was redder than a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of was like that for me. Like, I go in the casino, I got 1,000. I may hit for $7,000 one week. I may go in the casino another week or back-to-back weeks and lose $10,000. Mm. Now I'm in a negative $3,000. Yeah. And it's revolving. I may go again and hit for $5,000. May go again and lose $8,000. You know what I'm saying? So you're still in the negative. It's just you're winning big, but you're still not thinking about over a span of days. Yeah. You lost big. Yeah. So that's how that gambling go, man. I just realized, like, I do some petty shit. $100, I lose it. So what? Mm.
So how long did it take you? How long did that losing streak last before you were like, all right, I shouldn't do this anymore?
Shit, I just realized this shit like a couple years ago. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
A couple years ago, like, I'm like, damn, like, but I was chasing that high and chasing, okay, Freddie, you always bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing the game to change. Like, a lot of this shit is bought. There's no way you got a motherfucker like Jalen Brunson, who's a natural fucking ball hog, by the way. You know what I'm saying? If you watch sports, all throughout fucking the NBA season, you haven't seen his ass going to get motherfucking 8 and 9 goddamn assists. Now all of a sudden you picking goddamn under and everybody else is picking under. This nigga getting 11 and 12 assists. What the fuck? Or a motherfucker like Donovan Mitchell, his motherfucker over and under is 27 and a half. He get to 27 points with 4 minutes left in the game and they take him out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that made me like realize slowly like, this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, try some other shit. You may look up and hit every now and then, but that shouldn't be some shit that you think you gonna survive and eat off of. It should just be for the fun.
Right. So after, did you ever go back to the street? Did you ever get in trouble again for anything? After?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that.
I'm finna go pick up 4 ounces. Mind you, remember I told you I wasn't going back to the...
This was like during those 5 years of you winning, of you gambling?
Nah, this is the losing part of it.
Oh, this is after the 5 when you start losing. Okay.
Yeah. So this was in fucking 2019.
Tell me about kind of like your thought process of like why you decide, because a long time passed. Like It's like a decade or more.
That's my thought process. The time has went on. Motherfucker probably don't even know what I look like no more.
Oh, you're still thinking about the dude you sold those whack 9 ounces
Because remember, I told you, I already told myself I thought it was karma that I went to jail. Right. Now, me gambling thinking,
this is karma.
This is karma. You know what I'm saying?
I'm paying for it. Yeah.
In my mind, I told myself, like, I'm finna get back right. And if I ever bump into dude again, I'm gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? So 2019, I'm fucking with 4 ounces. You know what I'm saying? And how I operate now is I never ride with it. So I go get the shit that I cut and redo the coke with, put it in the car, and then I get my money, put it in a separate area, and I hit the road. So this particular day, my dumb ass on Snapchat, I'm showing I'm hitting the turnpike. Boom. I hit the turnpike. I got my jewelry in the bag. And I got the shit I'm cutting the cocaine with in the bag. And I got a scale. Now, for those who fuck with cocaine, they know there's a dietary supplement that you can cut cocaine with. It ain't harmful. It don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be cutting they shit with fentanyl and all that. I never did that.
Bro, don't even get me started on that.
So I had a dietary supplement that I was cutting the cocaine with. You know what I'm saying? And it does everything the cocaine does as an effect. It drops easy. It falls. For those who don't know about that.
It just dilutes the potency.
There you go. If you know, you know. So I got this in the car with me. But the bottle that the dietary supplement comes in, I leave it at home. Big mistake. So I'm riding. I had just bought this Benz. So I'm riding. I'm on Yeehaw Junction. And everybody know me. I speed like a motherfucker. But I'm only speeding when I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on this 2-lane road coming down Yeehaw Junction, and I'm passing a car that was going slow in front of me. I get up to about 80. I'm just floating. I see a motherfucker in all black on the side of the road looking towards the area where I'm at. So I'm like, okay, he may be waiting on somebody or some shit. Unbeknownst to me, this the police. I shoot past him. I look in my rear view. He turn around and runs to the bushes. It's 4 other police cars in the bush. I see all them file out one by one. So I'm like, oh, fuck. There's a gun in the car, too. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I forgot my gun in the car. I ain't take the gun out of the car. Oh, my God. But I always have a contingency plan. The gun that I do have is in my baby mama name. So I'm on some shit like, okay, push come to shove. She just left it in her shit. You know what I'm saying? So the gun is in the back in a bag with my clothes in it. The remix for the cocaine, my money, and my jewelry is in a Timberland man bag, a grooming bag that's up under my driver's seat. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So I put my seatbelt on. I slow it down. He pulled me. You know why I pulled you? Like, nah. He like, where you headed? I'm like, man, my son, he got surgery this morning. Coincidentally, he really did. I'm like, my son got surgery this morning. I'm trying to hurry up and rush down there. You know what I'm saying? Woo-woo. So I give him my license. So he like, your license expired. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? My bad, you know what I'm saying? Give me the ticket or whatever. I'm like, I really gotta go. So he like, sit tight. So I'm like, all right, cool. He go back, he come back. You know you was doing like over 20 of the speed limit. You know what I'm saying? Technically, I'm supposed to take you to jail. He was like, you mind step out of the car so we can search it? I'm like, all right, no pressure. Get out the car. He's searching. So as I'm waiting on him and I'm kind of getting like impatient, I'm like, yo, y'all done flipped my car already. Because I'm really on edge, like, all right, maybe they ain't gonna agree with if I say my baby mama left the gun in the car. I'm not even thinking about the remix because I know we're in the field. Y'all can field test this and know that the shit not real. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping up there. I'm tripping on if they find the gun. So I'm like, hey man, I'm ready to go. Like y'all still got me sitting over here. Like either write my ticket or take me down there so I can bond out. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna take you down here for speeding and having an expired license or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So on our way to the jail, I think about it. I'm like, fuck, my fucking money in the car. $2,500. I say, could we go back? Because I left my money in the car. So he's like, ain't no money in the car. I'm like, it is money in the car. So he was like, we just searched the car. There's no money in the car. I'm like, yeah, there's money in the car. It's up under my seat. It's in a man bag. Woo. So he hits He hit a U-turn and hits his guy up. That's back there still in my car.
Surprised he did that. Most cops would be like, man, tough luck. You're going to jail.
Right.
Right.
But this is all signs of I probably shouldn't even did it. I probably just said, fuck it. We get back to the car. Now I realize when they open it, they gonna see this fucking Ziploc bag with this motherfucking white powdery substance. It's a scale in there. They gonna trip. So I'm like, yo, don't be alarmed. Cause I know they gonna search it before they give me the money. I'm like, don't be alarmed. It's a dietary supplement that's in a Ziploc bag. I take it every morning. Woo, woo. So he like, why would I be alarmed? I'm like, cause it looks like drugs. You know what I'm saying? So he like, well, let us be the judge. If you ask any cop, they say dope dealers keep their money in sequence. You feel me? 20s be with 20s, 10s with 10s, 5 with 5s. My 2500 is like that. So instantly, they feeling like, all right, this is a drug. You know what I'm saying? A drug. They open the bag, see the money. What is this? I say, that's my money. I got a receipt for that. You know what I'm saying? I just left the bank. I got a receipt for that. The receipt was in the armrest. That's how nasty these motherfuckers is. They tell me, if this is a dietary supplement you take every morning, why in the fuck do you got almost 4 ounces of it in a Ziploc bag? So I'm like, shit, because I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. All right. Well, we finna get somebody out here tested. They read me my rights. I'm like, bro, you ain't got to read my rights. I know that's not cocaine. They test it, negative. Flip it around, test it again, negative. He tell the officer in the field, test the middle of it. Test it, negative. I said, I told you it's not cocaine, it's not meth, it's nothing. It's a dietary supplement. I said, I eat it in front of you right now because I know what it is. Nah, we see that it's not a drug or whatever. All right, cool. They take me to the county jail. I'm noticing when I'm signing for my property, my jury is there. The scale is there. The bracelet is there. My wallet is there. What was in my wallet, which is $40, is there. But I don't see $2,500 on my property. So the lady asked, what you in here for? So I'm like driving on the spotlight. She's like, oh, okay, well, you know, you should be out in no time. I said, yeah, I'll be out in no time. I told her, so just use the money that I got to, you know what I'm saying, bum me out. She's like, all right, cool. I'm in the holding cell 3 hours. Still ain't bun out. I'm like, I'm supposed to be bun out. What the fuck is going on? Hey, ma'am, I really need to go home. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, do you know when you gonna wrap this up? She was like, yeah, you know, you need $210 more. I'm like, for what? Your cash bond is $250. I'm like, I got that 10 times over. No, all you had in your wallet was $40. What? I said, what about my bag? What bag? The bag with the $2,500 in there. No, sweetie. No bag with $2,500. I said, call my arresting officer, get him down here. I got a receipt for that money. I know that money was in that bag. They got body cam on. They assume, okay, if we book him for this motherfucking petty driver license shit, we know he's in the wrong. He's going to do a drug deal. He going to let us slide with these $2,500. This shit is documented. I literally had to get a lawyer to fight to get my shit back. This motherfucker come back and hit me with a trafficking charge, a Schedule II substance. After you tested this shit in the field and it's negative, said I was trafficking cocaine or methamphetamine and put my fucking jewelry and $2,500 into evidence. Gave me a $100,000 bond.
Damn. That's crazy.
Nigga, do you know how hard it is, number one, to say, I'm not a drug dealer. And then to bond out on a motherfucking $100,000 bond.
Now it goes from $250 to $10,000.
So bam, I call my favorite bondsman. I call T Ford. I'm like, yo, man, I can't explain it, but some bullshit that happened, you know what I'm saying? I need you to come get me. He like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at Okeechobee. I said, but here's the kicker though, you know what I'm saying? I got the bread. I say, but they got some of my bread already tied up, you know what I'm saying? So I say, he was like, what's the most you can give me today? You know what I'm saying? When you get out, I'm like, I can give you $5,000 a day. So he's like, all right, cool. Give me a second. Boom. Call home. My baby mama like, yeah, I just talked to T Ford or whatever. He gonna come get you. I gotta sign your bond. I'm like, all right, no cool. You know what I'm saying? Do that. So she like, all right, cool. So talking to him again, he low key tells me like, I think it's better if you wait till you go to first appearance in the morning because it's gonna look a little shady that you just came up that fast on a motherfucking $100,000 bond. So I was like, yeah, I get it or whatever. Whoop, whoop. So he was like, give me till in the morning. He was like, cause they may reduce your bond. You know what I'm saying? Give me till in the morning. Whatever it is, I'm gonna come get you. I'm like, all right, cool. Morning time, get here. The judge like, really? You know what I'm saying? I don't see no reason to hold him. He's not a flight risk. I've never in life had to run. If I had a warrant, I'd go to the police station myself and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I see no reason to, you know what I'm saying, jack his bond up, but keep it where it's at. The judge put my shit at $50,000 and I bonded out that morning from $50,000.
That bondsman looked out.
Nigga, do you know how motherfuckers in jail mind state is when you got a bond in the six figures?
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga lying. He ain't going home. He ain't got no motherfucking money. 10 grand? Psh, we'll see you in the morning. When I'm rolling my shit up and walking out that motherfucker, cause I'm giving away my shit the whole time I'm there.
Right.
Child come through there, here, y'all can have this shit. They laughing. That bitch gonna be hungry tomorrow. Man, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, y'all tripping. When motherfuckers see you walking up out of that motherfucker know you mean big business. If I didn't motherfucking got out of this motherfucker on a potential, it could have been 100,000. I was going home. You know what I'm saying? But 50,000, they still in shock. Like, where the fuck he get the money from? You know what I'm saying? And that right there, bro, that was the experience where I said, this shit ain't, I always told myself, especially now, never get caught for the same shit twice. So if I got caught robbing, I stopped doing it. You know what I'm saying? I got caught potentially going to get 4 goddamn ounces of cocaine. I stopped doing it. Everything I've ever been caught doing, I ceased.
It's a good philosophy.
Hell yeah.
That's how I retired from fraud. I got caught, I'm done.
Not fraud. Well, that's another story.
Yeah, tell me about it. So what ends up happening with that case? Tell me, like, you know, you're out on bond.
I beat it. So what's crazy, coincidentally, I was on probation, which is another reason I was skeptical. I'm not trying to sit here until the morning. Nigga, come get me right now. So I end up calling my probation officer. Shit you not, I'm 1 week away from getting off a 3-year probation. This is for the robbery shit. So I called him. I'm like, yo, no, this wasn't for the robbery shit. I was on probation for, I got caught for a petty cocaine charge. So I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I just got locked up. It was some bullshit, trust me. You know what I'm saying? I already got my lawyer on it. He like, well, how you lawyer give me a call? I need to know for sure because, you know, other than that, I got to violate you. So I call my lawyer, which is Annabelle Diaz out of Tallahassee. And I'm like, Annabelle, I need you to look into
this case. Yeah.
This case right here. You know, I'm sure if you get the body cam footage, we'll kill it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, what happened? I explained to her what happened. She was like, oh yeah, I'm on their ass. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you field tested is negative and then you get to the jail and all of a sudden you trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So I get Annabelle on top of it. They tell her it's quote unquote up to the officer's discretion whether to cut on the body cam or not during a traffic stop.
Bruh.
So she's like...
So they're basically trying to tell you they don't have the footage.
Yeah, so she's like, that's shaky. Like, how in the fuck is it, you know, due to their discretion? You know what I'm saying? So we had to call my lawyer back on three-way, and my lawyer is explaining to my PO like, yo, understand that what they're telling me is super shaky. You know what I'm saying? Understand that I'm going to go after them, but this is going to be a process. I just need you to bear with me. He's telling her, nah, because what if I'm bearing with you? He actually was guilty and I let him on probation and whatever. So I'm going to give you a week. Week goes by. We don't make no, no progress because Okeechobee still giving me the runaround. I end up fucking going. I went to see my PO thinking I'm finna get my motherfucking release papers. They locked me up in Kissimmee, transferred me back to fucking Hendrick County on some shit like you done violated probation. I had to sit in that bitch 7 months.
Damn.
While my lawyer on the outside fought, give me the footage. Y'all can't give me the footage. We gonna sue. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Hendrick County is trying to tell me you violated probation. I'm telling them I did not. It was facts. It was false. You know what I'm saying? These false accusations, you know what I'm saying? It was a plot to get my money, whatever. They forced me to, it's either you jump on a bid for this and, we let you go, or we gonna give you the max that we could have gave you for the last case or whatever. So I ended up, this is what's so fucking crazy how I know the law works in unison. After I jump on the plea for the shit, I receive confirmation from my lawyer that Okeechobee dropped the charges. Bruh. So it's like, we just gonna get some time out this motherfucker some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit was so fucking crazy. But that right there, like.
So you got pulled over in 2019.
Yeah.
It went on another 7 months?
Yeah, I got out.
2020?
Yeah, 2020. So
after the pandemic started?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
But shit, now the pandemic did me good though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why?
Shit. Why it did everybody else some good. Shit, everybody, it was just money floating. You know what I'm saying? Money was everywhere. Motherfuckers was getting that unemployed shit and money was just everywhere. Price of everything went up. You used to could go buy a bubble, like a Caprice, a bubble Chevy, or a box Chevy for like $1,500. When the pandemic hit, you gotta get 3 bands to get one of them bitches with no motor. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker looking like, how in the fuck this shit go from I can get one riding for $1,500 and now with no motor, this shit $3,000 because the money was circulating like that. So the price of everything shot up. Even houses, even rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was staying in Tallahassee. We had a condominium. We was paying $750 a month for a 2-bedroom. After the pandemic, these motherfuckers charged $1,100.
Crazy.
Think about it. Because money is floating. As long as money is floating, the price of everything gonna go up.
Yeah, for sure. So after you get out, do you kind of retire? Is that you call it a day? Or
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Good.
Like I said, it'd always be like a moment for me when I say,
I get caught for this, don't go back to it. Yeah.
You can't go back to it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I was on probation for a petty cocaine charge.
Right.
It wasn't for selling cocaine. I want to be clear. I was
in possession.
Yeah, I was in possession of it. I was selling it, but I didn't get charged for selling it.
Right.
So in my mind, okay, you can't get caught for possession of cocaine anymore. So that's why I continued to sell cocaine. But once I got caught for actually going to sell cocaine, I was like, I'm through. Because that's 2 times. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, Freddie, I appreciate you coming through.
Yes,
your story's fire.
Appreciate it.
I don't say it about everybody that comes to my podcast. There are a lot of unique, interesting things that we went over, the backroom card games and all that. The Central Florida obviously is very unique.
Right.
So typically I wrap up asking the same few questions. So what's next for you?
What's next for me? I do my music. You can find me anywhere, all streaming platforms. Freddy Dee. All social platforms, Freddy Dee 863. So that's FREDDY. DEE 863. I'm still doing my music. I'm pushing that. I'm finna start a clothing line, Bowshine Apparel. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that also.
Fire. How do you want to be remembered?
As a legend. Literally. As a legend, bro. I got to be remembered as a legend. Like the shit I went through in life from losing my mama, my uncle, and my aunt within a 7-month span, you know what I'm saying? And overpowering that shit and still pushing. Like, I know I'm built for this shit for sure.
So, do you believe in redemption?
Absolutely.
Do you believe you redeem yourself?
Absolutely.
Dope, man. I like that. Freddy, how can people connect with you?
Just reach out, man. I'm a nice person to get to know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them hard up motherfuckers. Just reach out. You know what I'm saying?
You got Instagram?
All that. Instagram, same thing. Freddy Dee 863. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, all that shit the same. I make sure I keep it the same so motherfuckers ain't gotta.
Easy to find.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just reach out, man. I'm about networking. I'm about connecting, making relationship.
Appreciate you coming all the way down, man. Thank you.
Anytime.
All right, guys. That was another episode of Honor Among Thieves featuring your special guest all the way from Central Florida, Freddy Dee. As always, push it to the limit. The world is yours. If you are not chasing a dream, life is meaningless, guys. And we will catch you on the next one. Say goodnight to the bad guy.